Congratulations, David. It's an honor to be a part of this impressive tribute, and I wish I could be with you in person. This great cause is especially important to all of us in the Kennedy family. Over 3 decades ago, when my brother Bobby was a senator, he sponsored the legislation that helped create the first 30 community development corporations across the country. It launched the extraordinary public-private partnerships that have done so much to revitalize struggling neighborhoods. And one of those outstanding partnerships was the East Los Angeles Community Union. I know Bobby would be proud of all that Telecu and David have created since then. You've generated thousands of new jobs, loaned over $1.5 billion to hardworking local residents and businesses, and brought desperately needed affordable housing to the community. And the profits have been reinvested in the community through impressive groups like your Education Foundation, which has provided more than $3 million in college scholarships and grants to Hispanic students. Under David's leadership, you've become one of the largest and most successful community development corporations in the country. And today, as you have from the beginning, you've remained as a model for thousands of other corporations. The work goes on, and I look forward very much to working with David and many others among you to see that you and all the CDCs have the resources you need for your great mission. No one does it better. Thank you all for your indispensable leadership, and congratulations again, David, for this well-deserved honor.
I told David one time that if I had had his hair, I could have been elected President of the United States, but unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. But David, seriously, thank you for your friendship and your vision. Jonathan Swift said, "Vision is the art of seeing things that are invisible to other people." We know that without a vision, the Bible says that the people will perish. David, your vision of the East LA Community Union and the city and the potential of people to make a contribution to their own lives and to the lives of the community are just incredible. I used your example as a model for enterprise zones, which ultimately got passed by President Clinton and became the empowerment zone. You are the godfather, if you will, you and Bobby Kennedy, of that which started in East LA and spread hopefully around the country, if not the world.
Telecu is an enormously complex organization that is committed to really bringing change into the community, and change that impacts every aspect of life and every person in our community.
From being a young man to being a senior statesman, it's always been about commitment. It's always been about doing for others. David has never left his community. He has been a champion of it. He has been a believer in it.
When you think about David Lizarga, and you know anything about him, and you know anything about the history of Telecu, those obstacles became just that, an obstacle to go over, go under, go through it, go around it, but he was going to do it. And today, you know, the proof is in the pudding. Look at all the programs that are available for senior citizens in their housing, a beautiful restaurant. I think the most inspiring thing that I see, and I get emotional when I see it every year, is the scholarship gala that Priscilla, his wife, and David work so hard to set up every year so that many of our youngsters continue with their education.
The personal relationships I've made with Telacu go far and beyond just the friendships I've made with other Telacu scholars. I've been able to meet and make friends with a lot of the employees there as well.
Every day requires something new. You can work on the track record that you built over a number of years, as David has, but none of that is sufficient really to provide for this day what is required. And I learned that from David many, many years ago. A guy that gets up at 4 or 4:30 every morning, typically makes it a point to call me. Thank you very much. I would be sound asleep but for that. But the fact of the matter is that David taught me long ago that working at Telacu is really a privilege, and having the opportunity to serve the community in the job that we do is much more than a job, it's a calling.
A great strength that David has is he's a real collaborator. He's an inclusionary kind of guy. There's no highs and lows with David. He's a pretty straight, solid, thinking person. What you see is what you get. His commitment is his word. If he says, do it, he's going to do it.
Another thing about David, I think that is very unique and powerful, is his ability to bring partners together, partners who may be vying for the same funding dollar, they may be business competitors, they may not be political allies, but he finds something in common for us to work on together, and more often than not, that commonality is our community.
David treats his work like a family. I think that to him they're one and the same. He preaches family in the workplace and treats people accordingly.
He comes from really knowing that there's a purpose in everyone's life, not only his, but everyone else who's placed on this earth. So his mission has really been to empower people, to help them become all that they can be. You know, from our students that are going to college to our senior citizens, every segment of our community, every person in our community is valuable. And so David's mission has really been to empower people, and I can say that he truly loves people.
He's a man of vision and passion, and it's been my honor to be his friend.
He sets a very powerful example for us.
David is a person that dreams and then put wings to all of those dreams.
One person, dedicated, committed, can change the face of our community.
He has given so many the opportunity to dream and the opportunity to accomplish, and he is just a great man.
Every day that I come and have the opportunity to work at Telacu, basically, it's just another opportunity to connect with my dad. And that truly is a privilege, and for that, Pop, I really thank you.
He's inspired me to dream big because he didn't really have much when he was younger.
On Easter, he always used to help us find the eggs. Like, he'd come and help each one of us, like, secretively, so that we'd all get, like, enough eggs for everyone.
I've learned that it's important to be caring and to think about others, and that when you give, it's really important not to expect back.
He wakes up every day and he says that he can't wait. He just can't wait to see what that day is going to bring. And you know, I believe that it's not so much what the day brings, it's what he brings to the day.